got pissed, heard he got 3. That other rapper got it for shouty, he not out. Who set the city on fire soon as he got free? The king back now, don't even know how to act now. Hit the club, get before I sat down. Still ballin', money stacked tall and shack now. Still push a button to let the roof on the lag down. I'm on the road doing shows, put my Mac down. Mississippi to Philly, Albuquerque to Chat Town. I got the crowd yelling, bring 'em out, bring 'em out. All my hot girls yelling, bring 'em out, bring 'em out. All the dope boys yelling, bring 'em out, bring 'em out. Front to back, they yelling, bring 'em out, bring 'em out. To get with other southern rapper hooded than this. I got rich and I'm still in a hooligan clique. You be rapping by, I'm moving the bricks. You talk about
Mere feet from where the Georgia Dome stood and the Falcons played for a quarter century. We're looking at the team.
I said I had something for you. You thought I was playing. Watch this.
Mercedes-Benz Stadium in Atlanta.
Nah, I got a secret play in here. You'll find him. I got a secret play in here that's going.
And a decent return, and
watch
they
this,
bring him down inside the 30. So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10. Drive begins with a run. It's Robinson. It is charged towards the line. That's right around 3 yards.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
On 2nd down, Robinson. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. Just 1 yard on the carry, though. It's 3rd and 7 now.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
Has him on the quick hitter. And he'll get it up near the 38-yard line before going down. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. Penix on 1st down. No luck on the connection. It's incomplete.
I think if you look up in phase in the defensive encyclopedia, that is a picture-perfect form of it. He was all over him in coverage, really forcing the incompletion.
2nd and 10, Penix to throw. Escapes the pocket. Completes, it's Bijan Robinson. He gets it ahead, winds up with about 3. Stopping that play, Trenton Simpson. Let's see what they draw up on a 3rd and 7. And again, it's Penix. Forced out to his right. That's caught for the 1st. And he pushes this down to the 42 before going down. Offense in the hurry up here. Penix now on 1st down. That one's complete to London. And defenders are there to get him at the line. That's Odafe Owe with a stop. 2nd and 10 now. He's on the move. Now he's going to fire it deep left side. Big gain downfield. And he's able to get it to the 2 before the stop. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets him up with 1st and goal.
Now, right there, that's what you want to see on your opening drive. Boom! Connect on a big shot, and instantly you set a tone that you're not going to be afraid to be aggressive in this game today. Boy, do I love that.
And he's into the front for a gain of about 2. A dose of the hurry-up offense here. Robinson. And he runs it across. Touchdown! The Falcons finish up an excellent opening series. It's a Bijan Robinson touchdown. And he misses on the extra point, so a good start for their offense, but not for him kicking it. Score stays at 6-0. Out to kick it away, here's Pinion. He'll bring it out from the middle of the end zone. And he's brought down just inside the 25 on the return. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Jackson looking to throw right away. Pass into the hands of Mark Andrews. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs. Offense up to the line fast. Here's Derrick Henry getting it on the ground. And this is a nice gain that stopped at the 47. They will not get another playoff. We're at the end of one. Neither side separating much so far. We'll make our return to Mercedes-Benz Stadium after this. Back at beginning of the 2nd quarter, Ravens in possession. They have it on 2nd and short. Another run for Henry. And he's brought down for a loss. Working quickly here. Third and 2. Here's Jackson. He puts some air under a deep throw. This is caught inside the 15. And he breaks into enemy territory before being stopped on a huge gain. Big play sets him up pretty here with 1st and goal from the 5. Oh, surprise gift to the receiver near the goal line. And he gets in. Touchdown, Baltimore. The Ravens tie and can take the lead here in the 2nd. For the offense, you gotta love it, Brock. Points to begin the game as he runs it in for an opening drive touchdown.
And you've got one very happy running back right over there on the sideline right now. These backs, they do feel the pressure to find the end zone every single week. It's not easy to do. But to do it this early and get out of the way, big time.
Now the Ravens offense staying put. Look at this. They're going for 2. Jackson throwing for it. Caught him deep behind the line. Oh, the ball is out. And the Falcons scoop it up. The 50. 30. Hits the 20. And a great return comes to an end with the tackle.
Hey, fucking team! That's some bullshit! That's some bullshit! That's some bullshit!
Or maybe they were just surprised by the look this defense came out in. Either way, unfortunately, not a whole lot you can do once that ball snapped. Got to find some way to make that call work.
Now Tucker on to handle the kickoff. McLeod now returning it. This return makes it up to the 25. They're out and set. 1st and 10. Robinson on the inside give. And he gets a few on the plunge forward.
I know that may look like a whole lot of nothing burger on the stat sheet, but those are the kind of plays, that inside run, that you see creative play action come off of later in the game.
2nd down now, 7 to go. From the shotgun, Penix. Brought in right side. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point of the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
Cut for big yards on the right side. And he's taken down directly on that 43-yard line. A very productive play from the rookie QB out of Washington. That gets them a 1st down. Penix working from the gun. Flush down out to his left. Makes the grab in bounds left side. And he's brought down at about that 27-yard line. It's a great pickup, 16 yards, and now they've got 1st down. It's the 2-minute warning now from Atlanta. It's the Falcons with 1st and 10. Penix here from the gun. Getting out to his left. He's on the move.
You know, Kate, they always say that QB clock. You know what it's more like? It's more like an alarm, especially in a situation like that. And it's a good thing you woke up to it, able to make something out of nothing and at least keep them moving forward.
From the 20 on second down. Able to hit Robinson, complete. And he goes out approaching that 10-yard line. That's a pickup of 9. And the Falcons will have a first.
To this day, I can still see the faces of the big guys in the huddle. When you call a screen like that, instead of them just getting knocked backwards, they get to be salesmen. They get to push those linemen downfield and then tee off and go hit somebody like they did right there.
And he's just spinning his wheels, man, this entire first half. They drop him behind the line. Offense to the line for second down. Throwing now from the gun. Escapes out to the left. Trying to get away from the pressure, but he can't, and they drop him. Now the Ravens are going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. Third down, it's Penix. And he's into the end zone for an Atlanta touchdown. The Falcons get some late points and the lead. Kyle Pitts with a touchdown. Coup on now for the extra point. And this one thankfully not off the mark. He gets it to go. Out to kick it away, here's Pinion. From well into the end zone, he's going to bring this out. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. Just over 30 seconds left in the half as they come to the line. First down, here's Lamar. Aguilar with the grab. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. Now we're going to have a timeout taken by Baltimore. It's second. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half. Great start to the drive. They're up in the neighborhood of midfield after just 1 play. On first and 10, it's Jackson. Complete Derrick Henry. He's finally caught, and he lost the football. Oh, no, it's out. But I think a Raven was able to gain possession there, so they're going to keep the football. Timeout taken by the Ravens. That is their final one. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half. Still on the move, coming to the line for first and 10. Lamar out of the pistol. Incomplete pass, and we're down to 12 seconds remaining.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
And he doesn't see a window he likes, so he just got rid of that one. It brings up third down. Lamar throwing again. And he finds him in the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. The Ravens earn the chance to tie it before halftime. Zay Flowers, the touchdown. They were throwing for it there, and they didn't care who knew about it, Bronk. And it turns out, hey, nothing was going to stop them either.
Yeah, there's something about an empty formation. You are declaring to a defense, other than QB draw, this ball is going to be in the air. But at the same time, you also force the defense's hand. There's only so many coverages they can play, and they just exposed them.
One final shot before halftime. And that catch in the end zone gives them the lead. Well, Brock, barring the touchback, this kickoff should run out the half, so better make that return good as it's away. And he elects not to bring this one out, so no run back, and we'll pick things up from the 30-yard line. All right, this is going to be the play that takes us to halftime. He's back to throw. Toward the sideline, and the lateral goes haywire. Live ball. And this is picked up by the Ravens. So we finished 2 quarters. A couple more to come after this short break. More of the NFL on EA Sports after this. Well, that first half, certainly an interesting one. Kate, Scott, Brock here with you as we get back and see what the second half has in store for us. Out to kick it away, here's Pinion. They'll bring it out from the middle of the end zone. And the return sets them up just beyond their own 20. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Throwing now, following the turnover. Gets this one to Andrews. And they will take this into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. The Ravens grow the lead coming out of halftime. Mark Andrews with the touchdown. And that right there, Brock, is a touchdown I think our fellow broadcaster Greg Olsen would be proud of. A big strike to the tight end that I don't think a lot of receivers could have pulled off and make it look as easy.
You know, a lot of times you're splitting hairs talking about the differences between tight ends and receivers at this level because a lot of those guys, they work the same route tree and they move with the football, just like their receiver teammates. And they can score some lengthy touchdowns too, just like he showed off.
Now Tucker on to handle the kickoff. McLeod now returning it. Good looking return here, and he's got room. And he gets across the 30 before he's brought down. They've got 1st down from the 31. To the air with Penix. Rolling left, buying some time. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
You know, that was a play, Kate, right there where you need to buy your receivers just enough time to get open along their routes. And your quarterback enough time to find and hit him with the throw. Time? Well, that's not what he had. O-line couldn't hold up, and it forces the incompletion.
Throw wheeled in by London. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. How about 29 yards on that play, partner, as they get the chains reset. On 1st down, here's Penix. Escapes the pocket. Pass is caught, that's Darnell Mooney. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. A new set of downs awaits him. Here's 1st and 10. Working inside the red zone. He's on the move. He's running with it. And he goes out approaching that 10-yard line.
Well, the QB made something happen and got some yardage when the play didn't develop right. And even got himself out of bounds to avoid a hit. The only negative at all is he couldn't quite get the 1st down.
Throwing Penix. That's incomplete left side. Looking for the back that time. But still plenty of options left on 3rd and short. Penix now. Flush down out to his left. And like an empty wrapper, he just throws that one away.
You hear so many programs all around the league talk about it's all about the ball. It's all about the ball. Well, discretion, the better part of valor in a lot of cases. And right there, he understood it's all about the ball, and I'm not going to risk a turnover, wisely throwing it away.
He finds him beyond the marker. And in for the Atlanta touchdown. So they punch it in for 6, Brock, and now a conversion away from tying this game back up.
This one just has the feel, doesn't it? The makings of a one-score game in the fourth quarter that could go either way.
That one right down the middle. And the Falcons tie this game up. Out to kick it away, here's Pinion. From well into the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And the return sets them up just beyond their own 20. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. From the gun, Jackson. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. 2nd down coming up.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
2nd and 10 now. Deep down the right sideline, it's his running back making the catch. Now about 29 yards on that play, partner, as they get the chains reset. A new set of downs forthcoming. It's 1st and 10. We give to Henry on the inside handoff. And he gets it through the midfield stripe and onto the Falcons side of the field. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. Pistol snap to Jackson. And he's not quite that fast. Let him just a bit too much. That's incomplete. This one misses the tight end. And it'll be 3rd and 5 coming up. Trying down the middle with Henry. And they make the stop. We're going to say it about the 37-yard line. Offense in the hurry up here. Going to the ground again on 1st. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss. The dose of the hurry up offense here. Lamar now from the gun. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. And the Falcons get it back as he intercepts him for the 2nd time this game.
I've not yet in my lifetime come across a defender who hasn't told me how great an offensive player they were back in the day. Oh, you should have seen me as a running back or wide receiver. Well, right there, that defender showed some of that background. A brilliant job of getting into the open field and setting his offense up for success.
And he's brought down after a nice gain and a 1st down.
You know, Kate, if you notice those guys that love to feed themselves on the field, right? They love to just get more and more. They're hungry for even more. I'll tell you what, that tackle, it prevented something that's going to be a lot bigger, but that back remains hungry.
And disaster averted. He knocks away the deep ball, incomplete. Could not beat the defender there. So it'll be 2nd down. Penix working from the gun. Getting out to his left. And the big hitter will not be reeled in. That's incomplete. And that would have made for an impressive catch on our final play of the 3rd quarter. So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. From the shotgun, Penix. Put the body on the line for his team. It goes as a gain of 19 yards. And it's good for an Atlanta first down. From the gun, it's Robinson. And his charge towards the line, it's right around 3 yards.
That's the kind of run play that feels like tug of war at field day. And you're just not moving the other side. Just a short run. Neither side feels particularly good about it. And we'll move to the next.
Has it at the 7. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
Escapes out to the left. And they take this in for the score. The Falcons take a 4th quarter lead. Michael Penix Jr. the touchdown. Extra point by Koo is up and good. And the Falcons break that tie and now lead by 7. Out to kick it away, here's Pinion. He'll bring it out from the middle of the end zone. And the return sets them up just beyond their own 20.
Hey, Kate, the best kick returners I was ever around, really at any level, they want this opportunity. They want their chance to help their team. They know they're down, but they also know that return, especially a good one like this, can set the offense up for success.
On first down, Jackson. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. That's Justin Simmons. And the Falcons are finally stopped on the return, but they'll still take over on the edge of the red zone.
Well, that's now his 2nd time that he's put his defense in a tough spot. That's a hard thing about playing quarterback, Kate. You know, with these interceptions and now the 2nd on the day, you're asking your defense again to step up to another series, another possession, another challenge. This quarterback's got to start protecting the football.
And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Shotgun snap, a give to Robinson. And the plunge up the gut yields nothing there. Call it no gain on that run, and they face 2nd and 10.
Made it all look so simple, didn't he? That linebacker sorting right through the traffic, finding the runner. That's instincts come to life.
Play action, here's Penix. Along the sideline, and Pitts brings it in. And he's all the way to the 5 before going out of bounds. And even 20 yards on the play, and it awards them with a 1st and goal. Here's Robinson. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline in his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
And he won't challenge for the goal line. The stop made at the 4. 3 yards on the run. It's going to be 3rd and goal. Back to throw it. Rolling left, buying some time. And Willie, no, he's not going to escape. They take him down on a pivotal play late in this ball game.
Nah, I was just waiting for you to do something.
Koo out for the field goal. Pressure hanging over this kick. High percentage look for him here from the left hash.
I'm gonna see you later, all right, my boy? Ah, you thought you had me. You kept beating me with Mark Andrews because I had a slow linebacker. So when I switched to safety, you ain't doing that shit no more.
You can make it a 2-score game and be clutch when it matters. These are the moments.
You lost. You can score as much as you want, but you lost.
From well into the end zone, he's gonna bring this out.
Hey.
And this
I told you. I had something under the cut. 2-1. 2-1. Yes, the fucking do. Yes, the yeah. Hey, you ain't said that before. It wasn't counting. That's not my problem. That's not my problem.
Start the drive. 29-yard line.
That's not my problem.
Clock's still running.
The one that won. The nigga that won. The nigga that won.
From the 29.
Damn, that's crazy. And I won. 2-1.
It's a loss on the play.
2-1. And I put up 30 the next game with a dub. With a dub. With a dub. Man, go score the ball, man. You over here talking. Score the ball. You can't, because we locked that nigga down since the second half. He ain't going nowhere. He's going nowhere. He's going no fucking where. What I just tell you? Fuck Mark Andrews. This is my shit, AJ. Get that nigga, AJ.
Those other leaders on that sideline, they've got to sit him down and calm him down. 3
fuck wrong with you?
Drives now where he's thrown an interception.
I already won 2-1. I'm not doing anything.
Seeing every throw, anticipating these routes before they're even run.
Fuck that! Stop playing with me, nigga! Stop playing with me, nigga! Who you talking to? Who you talking to? I'm one of the one. Game over, coach. Game. Drake, get this nigga. We going back to Canada. We gonna get the real Drake. Nigga, game over.
And the Falcons take a 3-possession lead. Out to kick it away, here's Pinion. And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback.
I'm quiet because we won over
one
here.
more snap to play here. The outcome's
Wait, I gotta make sure you can't score. I had to change my defense. I was on the wrong play. I was on a field goal play. Nah. I was on a field goal play. You could have scored. It feel good to get a win. It feel good to win. It feel real good. Look at it. Look at it. Look at it. That nigga's going nowhere. Fuck out of here. Fuck out of here.